Hi, it is Monday morning, September, I have no idea. Okay, so Friday was first day of spring, fall, so it must be around the 25th, 26th. That's terrible. I have totally lost track of the date. That's a sure sign that I don't work. Anyways, so it's Monday, and this is this week's Week in Review. I decided to rock it old school for you guys. I've been all fancy lately, and you've been seeing me showered and even with makeup on, and I thought, really? That's just not the reality. I'm in my PJs, I'm out in the front porch. Again, I gotta do my trusty coffee shot. I got the coffee, and yeah, we're rocking it old school. So we are 2.5 weeks away from the fight. Kind of freaking out. I've been at night, as I'm falling asleep, I will throw jabs and kind of startle and wake myself up. Thankfully, they're in the air, and I haven't hit anything or anyone yet. So that's good, but kind of weird. Also, last night I had this terrible, scary dream. I was dreaming that I was in a change room, and my opponent came into the room, and there was a couple of us in there, and she was talking about, taking her training up to the next level, and she was going to rock this, and she had this angry, fierce demeanor about her. And then she put on a baklava, and it's not a baklava. This is this is what I did this morning. A baklava is a dessert, and she didn't put that on her head. What is it? Balaclava. She put a balaclava over her head, and she went and trained with that on. It's pretty scary. I woke up frightened. Yep. So I'm having some dreams, having some anxiety dreams about the fight, and so I got to, yeah, I'm gonna have to work on the whole mental game as the fight gets closer. Another thing I have to work on, ironically, is gaining some weight. I've lost too much weight, and there's more than an 8-pound gap between my opponent and I, so I've been informed on Saturday that I have to gain weight. So not too happy about that, because it took me 9 months to lose the weight. But what I might do is the day before the fight, just drink gallons of water and eat, salty foods and just retain a whole bunch of water. But I don't know if I want to do that, because we weigh in at 5 o'clock the night of the fights, and that's going to be pretty scary, and I'll make sure I film that for you so you can be there and experience all that with me as I go through it. Last week, in terms of training, I worked out 6 days, but not as hard as I would have liked. It was the week of the blister. Those blisters I got last week, being really stubborn, or the week before, maybe the week before, running without socks. Well, since then, I've kind of screwed myself over, because I haven't been able to do any cardio because my feet have been fucked. And so I've done my stuff with Wayne, and I've done the stuff at the club, and I've been in excruciating pain as I've done that, because I've had to wrap these bad boys up and stuff them into shoes. But the running has just been a no-go. And so here, I'm going to bring you down and kind of try to show you what they look like. I don't know if you could see them. I don't know. You seeing them? Oh no, here I'm angling. I don't know if you can see that bad boy, but anyways, I have one on each side and pretty deep. Anyways, they're pretty gross. They're not like, they're not like blisters anymore. They're like wounds. Ooh, okay, this is not good. Okay, so I said I wasn't gonna care about rocking it old school, but obviously I do. So that's about it. Really, last week I sparred a lot, which is good, and I'm becoming more comfortable, but I was a bit slow and sluggish, and I certainly have to work on that. I'm having some anxiety dreams about the fight. I got the badass blisters going on, and I have to gain weight. So that's kind of, the status of what's going on now. I'm going to be posting something on my Facebook and on the Law of Dharma about the boxing event. It's a fundraiser event. It's called Fight for Murphy. Can't even say it. Fight for Murphy. Keith Murphy was one of our main coaches, trainers at the club, and Keith has MS, and the fundraiser is for his benefit. So I'm going to be putting something on Facebook and again on the Law of Dharma if people want to make pledges for Keith, in lieu of attending the fights. So for those of you in Ottawa, if you would support that, that would be really appreciated. Keith's a great man. He is always at the club, and he greets everyone as we walk in, and he is just the heart and soul, along with Joe, of course, of the St. Catharines Boxing Club, and it'd be nice to be able to raise some money for Keith. So that's it. We're running a bit long today, so I'm going to cut it off here, and I'll be more diligent about posting this week and letting you know how I'm faring as the week and as the time is quickly going, and we're getting closer and closer to the 14th. Okay, that's it. See you soon.